56 is the highest value. So but when I scan this thing, because there is no response coming from the black strip, so you are getting value response like 10, 15, like that. 8 also is there. So that your response is within this dotted black line. Okay. So what is the scanning resolution? I scanned at 0.05 mm. And then in microns, if I wanted to tell in microns, so microns means in 1 into 10 to the power of -6. So that is the unit for the micron. But if you say in millimeter, this resolution 0.05 in micron size, what micron it is? So it comes around 50 micron. So I'll explain on this again. In dots per inch, if you see, if you have a dot of 0.05, and then how many dots per inch? If you talk about any scanner, you buy a scanner, basically you will also ask the technical specifications of the scanner. You say that my scanner should be able to scan at 600 dpi, minimum 600 dpi. So minimum means you can go up to maybe higher also. If you take a 600 dpi scanner, you can scan maybe at 150 up to 600 level, you can scan it. So there are scanners like up to 800 dpi. So that means 800 dots per inch. In 1 inch, you will be able to recognize 600 dots. In this case, you are able to recognize or distinguish 508 dots per inch. So that is the resolution. So you have scanned your map at 508 dpi. So we will be coming to that map at what resolution you should scan. So once you scan it, this scanned output for this red bounded area is this. So some of the white area is like this, 220. So this is this is 60. Here is this is 60. Above that is 30. So like that your values are recorded. So when you scan a map, so you can, as I told, minimum required resolution depends upon the details in the map and digitizing techniques. Whatever the digitizing technique you use, or it all depends upon the minimum required resolution, and depends upon the details of the map and digitizing techniques. If you say that if many smaller requirement, minimum smaller information, what I say is, if you want to get more information in a smaller area, then you should scan it at higher resolution. So in case of manual on-screen map digitization, you require around 200 to 300 dots per inch. But if it comes to semi-automatic, so when you say digitization, we do a manual method digitization, on-screen digitization, or you can do it a semi-automatic. Suppose you have contours are there, all contours, only contours are drawn on a map, and that map I wanted to vectorize. So then you should say automatic method can be used. All GIS software support converting your scanned map into a vector map. You can do automatic. You say one step process. You say scan it and then you say vectorize. So it automatically vectorize those lines. Only thing is you have to add the attributes later on. Other way of doing it, your contour lines, if I say the contours, so if the contours are again cutting across roads, so then you say that whenever the line, you draw a line, so then wherever it comes a cross-sectional obstruction or some more line is joining, so that time the digitization will stop. Suppose you have a line like this, okay. So then I say you digitize this. You can draw a manual line like this around this, and this is called a manual digitization. Instead of that, what I wanted to do is, I wanted to digitize, say click at certain point. So this is my point, I click. So then computer what it does is it automatically follows the line. Okay. and then complete that line. But there are some roads are there. Suppose there are some road is there, some road is there. In automatic method, what happens is, in semi-automatic method, when you start your line like this, and then it comes here and stops. So then it requires an instruction either to go this way or to go this way. So if you specify go this way, then it follow this line and then come back, and then it will also stop here. So you have to give again instruction. So that is called a semi-automatic method. In case of automatic method, it completely converts. So but that automatic method, you have without any obstructions, you have a cartographer, you digitize your contours, so then, or you digitize your drainage network, so then you wanted to convert that, so that time it will be very useful using automatic method. So you should understand when I should use what type of technique of digitization. If you have so many features coming in only one layer, so then you say manual is the best process. You take a topographic map, and then I wanted to convert into a vectorized form, then manual method is the best. And then if you have something like a contours, and then so many contours and lines are coming across, so then what you can do is you do semi-automatic method. Or if you have a clean map of only one layer, so that time you do it at a automatic method. So in case of manual digitization, you require a 200 to 300 dpa. This is another important thing when you say semi-automatic digitizing. So that means when you wanted to convert automatically the line, you require at least 1/3 of a thinnest line. So that means the line should be at least 3 pixels width. Suppose I have a line like this, and then I wanted to vectorize that line. What is happening is you have to scan that at 3 pixels. So I'll show you. So that line you have to scan at more thicker. So that way it is. So when you say I should get at least 3 pixels, and then it will continue, and then basically you say I'll put like this. You have a line like this, you scanned it. So when you do this, it should be scanned at least 3 pixels.